So if you want to start on your back or your seated position. However, if you want to target that upper back, feel free to come down and either just kind of bring your hands like you get opposite elbows, and you can bring them together and walk the knees back, or just bring the arms hand mat distance apart and find a puppy pose. So kind of find a variation of puppy. If you want to open up those shoulders, maybe off the back or off the back, off the bat. And just let the heart and the chest, kind of the weight of that, just pull down the fronts of the shoulders. And maybe if you want to like rock side to side, just from one elbow to the next, just to kind of get some blood flow. Yep, in the back, between the shoulder blades. And then just breathing and connecting with this moment, finding ourselves here together again. Maybe breathing into the back of the neck, the upper back, then all the way down to the low back to the hips. And then doing that again, breathing in, back of the neck, upper back, and then down, maybe up to the low back since we're in a kind of inversion. And maybe setting an intention for our practice today. If there's anything in particular that has been coming up in your life or in your mind over and over, maybe just bring that into this space with the intention of letting the body and the breath work through that without giving it any exact attention or awareness with our thinking mind. Just let the breath move that experience or those thoughts through the body. I said this the other night in the restorative practice, and then yesterday I had a really good cry in the evening. And it was really nice. I was like, what's happening? It's like, oh, it's because maybe yoga. I wasn't even thinking about anything, but just the breath and the movement from the night before moving through my being. So maybe just inviting whatever we need to process through, whatever we might need to process, inviting that into our space and just letting go. And now from this puppy pose, let's roll forward, coming onto the forearms, the elbows beneath the shoulders, let the legs fall flat. And maybe lift that right leg up and then reach the right toes back, extending out of the hip socket. Then lift the left leg up, extend the foot back and lower down. And now lifting the heart and the chest. And settling those shoulders back as we bring the chest forward, shoulders back. And then pull the elbows down and back towards the hips. So down into the ground and back towards the hips. And now let's bring the feet maybe mat distance apart if they're not there already. And then exhale to bring the gaze over that right shoulder towards the right heel. Inhale. Now exhale, bring it across the middle. The head gaze is over the left shoulder towards that left heel. We'll inhale. And now exhale, bring the gaze back towards the front. Maybe dip the head back and then nod the head to the chest. And inhale, tilt the head back. And now exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Pause there. Feel the back body active. And then exhale, draw the hips up, bring the knees back, and let's come into a seated position. Maybe you move through a cat-cow on your way to a seat to kind of move the entire spine before coming down to a seated position to our easy pose, our Sukhasana. You can either kind of have the feet stacked for Sukhasana, or our Siddhasana is the foot in front of the shin. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Ground through the sits bones, connect with that breath. And then we'll exhale, bring Gaze over the right shoulder, and now bring the left hand out to the side. Maybe come onto the fingertips, and then spider crawl the hand maybe back. So you feel a little opening across the shoulders, the traps, and across the side of the neck. And then just play around with where that left hand maybe moves forward towards the knee or back. Just opening up the side of the neck. Might try tilting the chin towards the chest. And now maybe bring the ear towards the shoulder, that left hand still out to the side. And let's pause and breathe. Now exhale, bring the head to the middle. Relax the left hand, maybe bring it back onto the knee. And then offer some rolls for the neck, back or forward. And then we'll exhale to glance over the left shoulder. And then the right hand, the fingertips come onto the ground. Maybe spider crawl the hand back, or maybe towards the front of the, where you're seated towards the knee. You can tilt the chin, maybe bring the ear to the shoulder. We're just kind of exploring the side of the neck and that upper back. We'll breathe. And breathe. Now release that right hand. Maybe walk the hand towards the knee. And then let's find some shoulder rolls. The neck is straight forward and back, changing directions with the shoulders. And then let's find some stillness in the shoulders. And then shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Really shrug, like exaggerate even. And then just drop the shoulders on an exhale. And inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. Breathe in. Exhale. Drop the shoulders. Or maybe do that one more time if that feels good. Now from there, let's inhale to gather above the head with the hands. Maybe find Kali Mudra, the index and the thumb out, the other fingers fold forward. Now reach the hands in front. So it's right in front of the shoulders, the wrists in front of the shoulders. And now bring the hands out to the left and gaze over the right. Now exhale, hands towards the right, gaze over the left. And then do that again to the left with the hands, right with the head. And then again, right with the hands, left with the head. And now bring everything back to center, fingers point forward, then inhale to reaching over the head. Exhale, hands come to the side. And let's find ourselves in tabletop. And in our tabletop, ground with the hands. Maybe you come onto the fists instead of the palms. Let's extend that right leg back and then bring it out to the side with the ball of the foot, the sole of the foot on the floor. Walk the hands forward, find a puppy pose with that right leg out to the side. Dip the heart down. And then inhale, lift the heart, walk the hands back to the middle. And then we'll inhale to sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, bring the arms out like a T. Yeah, bring that right arm across the chest, left arm on top of the arm, and then glance over that right shoulder. Let's inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale, open up the arms. Sweep them above the head. And then exhale, reach that left arm to the side, or maybe to the ground or to a block, the right arm reaching high. Let's reach that right leg off the ground. And then bend that knee into the chest, and then extend that leg long. We're gonna heat up the side of the body, bring the leg in, and then out. Try to keep those hips forward. Draw the knee in and out. One more time, draw the knee in. Let's pause with the knee in. And then exhale, send it out. And now bring the arms out like a T again, shoulders over the hips. Nice job, guys. And the right hand down, that extended leg, left arm reaching high. Maybe the right hand is on the leg, or maybe it hovers for a little more active stretch. Left arm reaching high. Maybe you reach the arm over the ear, or it can be straight to the sky. And now exhale, bring the arms above the head. Yeah, circle them down. Hands to the hips, bring that right knee in. And let's move back into tabletop. So hands or fists underneath the shoulders. And let's move into a cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart in the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lifting the heart and the chest. And exhale, round the spine. Finding tabletop. Get some stability in your hands and that right knee, and then we'll extend that left leg long. Inhale. And then exhale, bring it out to the side, and then lower that left foot to the ground. And then walk the hands towards that knee. Inhale, bring the arms up above the head again. Nice. And now bring the arm in front of the chest, right arm across, left arm on top, and glance over that right shoulder. Pressing the left foot into the ground. So we're opening up that hip flexor as we open across the shoulder and the shoulder blade. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. Exhale, bring the arms out, gazes forward. Inhale to sweep the arms above the head. And then exhale, the right hand coming to the ground, the left knee coming up. Now try to keep those hips forward. So maybe you tend to bring the glutes towards the heel, but try to keep pressing through the glute so the hip flexors open. And then you lower and lift the left foot, kind of pulsing. Extending through the left arm, maybe over across the head or straight to the sky. One more time, inhale. And exhale, lower. And then we'll bring the arms up towards the sky. And exhale out like a T. And breathe in to expand through the fingertips. And then exhale that left hand down that left leg. Reach across the body. Breathing in and out. And then exhale, we'll bring that right hand down to the ground, left arm high, and you can bring that left knee into the chest and out. Just a couple times on this side. And then extend it out. Let's walk the hands, or bring the hands up above the head. Then exhale, hands come to the heart. Bring that left knee in to meet the right. Send the hips forward, maybe bringing the hands to that low back. Really press them forward. And then exhale, sit back kind of in child pose, arms come forward. Inhale, rise, press those hips forward, reaching kind of back with the head and the shoulders, not quite camel, but opening up the hips and down into child's pose. And then back, let's rise. Inhale, arms come above the head. Step the right foot forward, and the left foot rise and stand in Tadasana. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms up above the head. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, find a flat back. Reach the sits bones back. The shoulder blades go down towards the hips, and the crown of the head reaches forward. Maybe find opposite elbows behind the back, or maybe interlace the fingers, really pulling those arms towards the sky. And then exhale, fold again, bending the knees as much as you need to. Inhale. Now let's exhale, draw the chest up. Stay maybe hinged at the waist, grounding that right foot, lower, bring the left foot back. And now rise up into our crescent lunge, our arms behind us. Inhale. Let's exhale, fold and bow over that front leg. From here, reach those hands to the sky. Maybe lower that left knee and bring it up to kind of pulse as we draw the hands towards the sky. They can also be on the hips to open up the chest. Bending and lowering that left knee as many times as you want. And then we'll straighten that leg, lift the shoulders over the hips. Inhale to bring the arms above the head now. Nice, and out like a T to the side, breathe in. And then draw the hands down. Let's exhale, press up into warrior three for just a breath. Draw that left knee into the chest like a ball. Exhale, plant the left foot, sit back in chair, draw the arms up, or maybe to prayer, wherever it feels right. Inhale. Exhale, ground into that left foot. Sweep the hands behind the back, pull those hands back, and now step the right foot back. Finding crescent lunge, lifting the heart and the chest. Exhale, bow forward, arms reach to the sky. And again, maybe your range of motion in the shoulders is limited, so bring your hands to the hips if it doesn't feel good to interlace the fingers. We'll breathe. Now exhale, you can lower and lift that right knee. And be noticing a stretch in the toes as you bend and lower. Now straighten that leg. You can release the hands as we ground into that left foot. Rise up into warrior three for a breath. Exhale, draw that knee to the chest. And now let's ground the right foot, rise all the way to stand, Tadasana. Inhale. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Nice job. Inhale. Exhale, ground into the right foot, step the left foot back. So the left foot maybe it's about a meter or maybe two or like part of a meter back, 2/3 of a meter back. The feet, the toes can face towards a long edge. Let's hinge forward over that front leg. You can either keep that heart parallel with the floor, maybe you fold all the way. We'll be here for 2 breaths. Breathing in and out. And then 1 more breath in. And then we'll exhale to draw all the way up to stand and keep those feet right where they are. Reach the hands to the sky and now hinge halfway. So heart's parallel with the floor. And I bring that left hand towards that right shin with our right calf, and then the right arm reaches up. Revolve triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right hand to frame that right calf. Let's ground into that right foot, lift the left leg high. You can stay in warrior three, or you can open up that left hip, stacking the hips, coming into your half moon. If you have a block, you can find a block. Finding whatever you need to support yourself. 1 more breath. Now exhale back to warrior three. Inhale. Exhale, step that left foot back. Let's rise up with the arms, crescent lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, fold and frame the foot. Step the right foot back. Here we are in our plank pose. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then exhale. Downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Breathing in and out. Maybe bringing your awareness to the upper back and noticing how downward facing dog benefits the upper back. Didn't use a lot or a little. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Let's exhale, float it forward to plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. And then we'll inhale to step the left foot forward. Now draw the right foot forward, just a couple steps. Lower the heels and we'll rise up. Bring the hands out wherever you want them, because we're going to hinge at the waist at halfway, finding our pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Let the heart be parallel with the floor. And now exhale, release the hands down. So maybe they frame that calf, the right arm hovers, or you can bring that right hand to a block on the inside. We're going to lift the left hand high. For our Pavrita Trikonasana, revolve triangle pose. Breathe in. Exhale, expanding through the upper back by reaching those fingertips of the right hand down or into the block and the left hand up to the sky. Now exhale, bring the left hand down towards that foot. Switch the weight in that left foot, lift the right leg up. You can hang out in warrior three. Maybe you want to hang out in a half moon. Ardha Chandrasana, or Virabhadrasana 3. Let's exhale, bring the heart parallel with the floor. Maybe you draw that right knee into the chest. Then extend that leg back. Inhale, arms come up, crescent lunge. Extending through the heel to stretch out the back of that right leg. And then exhale, folding forward, frame the foot, step the left foot back, Palakasana. You can lower the knees, chest, chin, and move through a cobra pose, or you can move through your Chaturanga Dandasana to upward facing dog. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Now lower down the elbows, finding dolphin pose. We'll be here for a couple breaths. As you lower those elbows down, really sink the heart towards the thighs and maybe feel there's a little bit of activity in the front of the shoulders, but that's going to open up our area between the shoulder blades. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh. Another breath in. Now exhale, lower down the knees. Walk the hands forward, finding puppy pose again. This is where we started. Lower the heart. Inhale, glance up with the hands. Now thread that left arm underneath the chest, and with the back of that left arm come to the ground. The side of that left shoulder might be on the earth. The forehead can be on the ground. Reaching the right arm ahead, pressing the hand into the floor. Breathe in. Exhale. And next exhale, bring that left arm through and back forward. Hands are side by side. Come onto the forearms. Lift the knees up the hips. Forearm plank. Inhale. Couple breaths. You can always lower the knees if you want. Breathe in and out. Now exhale, lower down those knees. Send the hips back. Arms are forward. Press the hands down. Then inhale to lift the heart just a little bit to bring that right arm underneath the chest. The right elbow down, the right shoulder maybe comes down, the forehead to the earth. Once that back of that right arm is on the ground, see if you can energetically pull the right elbow towards the right side of the mat. And that might just activate those rhomboids. Those are the muscles between the shoulder blades. Breathing in and out. One more breath. Exhale, bring that left arm, or the right arm through, bring it forward. Now let's roll up, coming down onto our stomach, finding Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders, press the elbows down, palms down, draw the elbows towards the hips, press the hips down into the earth and kind of drag the hips towards the elbows. It's not going to move, but just energetically kind of dragging those hips down and forward. Activate the low back, shutting the heart towards the front of your mat. Inhale. Let's exhale, send the hips back. All the way to child's pose. Walk, walk, walk. The hands back, walk back and land in child's pose. Breathe in. Exhale, press that left hand down into the floor. Maybe bring it to the middle of your mat and sweep the right arm back. You can bring the back of that right arm across the low back or bring that right hand to the foot, that right foot. Lengthening the side body, the armpit on the left side. Now exhale, bring the right arm forward, switch the left hand back. Any variation with that left arm. Breathe in. And sigh. And now sweeping the left hand forward, let's lift the hips off of the heels, rolling onto our backs. And on our backs, let's place our feet on the ground. Shoulder blades touch the earth. Now walk the feet towards the glutes as if they're almost like glued to the glutes, but they're not. They're maybe like a hand's space apart. Now let's bring the right hand kind of leaning towards the right side of the body, the right hand to the right hip ankle, and then bring the left to the left ankle. You can lift a little bit the shoulder blades off the mat just a little bit. This is to kind of work the obliques. So just reaching for the ankle on one side and then the next. So if you kind of sway, like tick-tock back and forth, you can bring the feet away from the glutes and make yourself reach a little more. Draw the belly button to the spine to the ground. Just a little side body activation. You can do this as part of your core workout anytime. Let's lower down the upper back. Reach the arms up above the head. Maybe bring the knees into the chest, reaching the arms towards the front of the mat. And then maybe find the hands on the shins. Let the knees drop out to the side. Let's extend our legs nice and long. Bring the hands underneath the glutes so you're sitting on your hands, or like you're lying on your hands. Now press the elbows into the floor. And when you do that, so really press so that the chest lifts, the heart lifts, and the forearms are on the ground. And now slide the back of the head back so the crown of your head comes to the ground. So for fish pose. And if that doesn't feel right with the crown of your head looking past the front of the mat, and just kind of come on the back of your head. We're just opening up the chest. So if that means you're not on the crown of your head and you feel your chest open, just follow the back of your head. One more breath. Now exhale, press the elbows into the floor just a little more. Slide the head back to the back of the head and lower the shoulders down. You can bring the hands up from under the glutes. And exhale. Shavasana. Let yourself rest. Let yourself just melt into the floor. Space between the shoulders, the backs of the legs, the chest. Relaxing. Let the cheeks relax, the tongue relax, the low jaw relax. Let the feet fall out or in. Just be natural. Maybe wiggle the toes. Maybe you wiggle the calves, or I kind of do that by lifting my thighs and letting the calves kind of thunder thigh into the floor. Wiggle the fingers or shift from shoulder to shoulder to kind of massage the shoulder blades. And then when you're ready, you can rise up to a seated position, or maybe you want to stay in your corpse pose for just a little longer. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, and if you want, you can press the hands really hard into each other. Maybe you feel the elbows lift. You can have a little more relaxing prayer pose with the shoulders or the elbows down. Let out a sigh. We did it. And we'll exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Namaste. Thanks, guys.